Okay, we're going to assemble the wing together, but we have to plug in to the receiver our servos from each wing. Okay, the right wing goes into channel 2 on the receiver, and you notice how the black is on this outside of the receiver. You want the negative or the black towards the outside of the receiver. Can you zoom in on that a little bit? Black here, outside the receiver. Okay, and then I'm going to plug in the left wing panel into channel 1. And we're going to plug in the, move over here, follow the action. Okay, I'm going to plug in the power here, and we're going to turn it on and test it. You see up is up, forward, which is down. A right turn will lift the right wing up and the left wing down, and a left turn lifts the right wing up and the left wing down. So everything's correct there. I'm going to shut that off, and we'll shut the power off temporarily. Let's pull it apart. Okay, and we're going to put the wing together. There's a wing rod, a carbon fiber rod. I'm going to find the center of it, and we're going to push it into the wing. When you push into the wing, make sure it's all the way back against the inside edge. Don't do it at an angle this way, but angle it back towards the back of the wing so it stays straight inside. We're going to push half of it in. We're going to take the other wing panel and do the same. And notice how I'm angling kind of the wing to keep that spar all the way to the back. And we'll just push it together. Pull the servo wires through the hole there in the wing, and now that's assembled. These wires are the 3 wires that go to the brushless motor, and there's a wire here in the back for the antenna. We want to be able to stuff everything into here, so just push it in there, and then we'll put the wing. We want these 3 wires sticking out for now. Okay, we have 4 of these carbon fiber rods we use to hold rubber band the wing down. There's a hole in the front here. Just put it halfway through. There's one in the back. Put it halfway through. Take rubber bands. Make sure there's no wires in the way here. Put a rubber band on. Pull it over. Attach. Get another rubber band. Pull it over. And we're going to recenter these. They kind of slide a little bit, so we'll just move it around a little bit. Also in the back. Okay, now's a good time to attach the motor. The motor goes under the rubber bands here and here. Goes under the rubber bands and against the front edge of the wing. Okay. and get that centered. We're going to put a second set of rubber bands as a backup set, and we're going to put it over crisscrossed the motor mount. Okay. Now we're going to test out the motor operation. Come around the back here. We're going to plug in the 3 motor leads. You can plug in any 3. Be careful with the wires not to pull the connectors out of the wires by grabbing them close. When you pull them apart, grab them real close, squeeze tightly, then you can push them together. Now let's get this out of the way a little bit. We don't want it to get in the way of the motor. Until we test the motor, know if it's running in the right direction, we're not going to stuff everything inside. Okay, now we'll hook up the motor power again. Make sure your transmitter is in the down position for the throttle, and the throttle is on channel 3. Then we turn the transmitter on. And okay, now we're going to test out the motor direction. We had a little issue with it. It turned out that the stick needed to be all the way down, and it wasn't enough that the stick was down. We had to turn the trim down for the motor to recognize it was all the way off. Okay, so we'll plug it back in, turn the radio on with the stick down and the trim down, and now we have rotation, but the rotation is the wrong direction. It has to push air this way, so the blade has to turn clockwise facing forward. So all we have to do, move over here to this action, is switch any 2 of these wires. So I'm going to switch this here. Okay, let's move it out of the way so it doesn't get in the prop, and we'll turn it on. And now it's pushing back. So the air is pushing back. So that's ready to go. We're going to unplug it and get everything else prepared. Okay. We'll shut off the transmitter. Radio's off. Now we want to stuff all these wires inside. I rerouted the power to over the top of the wing. It seemed to be easier to get it out of the way, as well as just an easier access. Then I put the rubber bands over the top of it. So I used these first 2, mounted, got everything working, and then crisscrossed the rubber bands over the top. We'll work on having a better way of routing these. Now, you notice I have a weight attached to the battery because we got to get the center of gravity in the right spot. And then we'll go ahead and plug in the power. Place the battery in the front compartment. Put our wing dowels through, and take our front canard and put the rubber bands over the canard. Crisscross them as well. Okay, radio's on. Everything's working, so we're ready to fly.